Respected friends, Shrotas, Sadhakas, hearty welcome, salutations, gratitudes, congratulations, and prayers. Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayanam, third Utpatthi Prakaranam Leelopakhyanam, the Viduratha Sindhuraja Bhayankara Yuddha, and so many kings joining both sides, so many groups, so many whatever the small kingdoms, villages, towns. We are studying who is defeating whom, who is getting killed, who is running away, that portion. Although academically we are studying this portion, yet through this we are learning also few things for our life. Anyhow, it is always good, better to fight the inner spiritual war of doing sadhana above the samsara and winning over it. May we get inspired in that. In this inner war, when we are victorious, all wars will end once for all. If not, outside we will be involving in wars by ourselves being a cause or because of somebody else cause. Like right now in the Gulf, as we saw yesterday, directly or indirectly, many are involving. And the war's consequences, they are burning all the oil and petrol tankers and all. Then the cost of living will increase financially, economically. The whole world will suffer. Not at all a healthy sign, isn't it? But who will listen? Each one is in their own prestige and ego of various types. कोई किसी को सुनने को तैयार नहीं. Like thousands of shastras, thousands of gurus tell us to become adhyatmika and do inner sadhana. Are we ready to listen? We are in our own egos, we are in our own ignorances, we are in our own extrovertedness. Same is the scenario that is happening. It is only our continuous prayers. One day they will work that such wars will stop. Again, slowly getting kindled for some or the other reasons. बाह्य जगत में चलता ही रहता है. Inside a human being too, there is a war between dharma, dharma, nyaya, anyaya, satya, asatya, good and bad. Within his own family, there is clash of egos, ideas, ideologies. Within the groups also, again the clashes because of their own ideologies. ये चलता ही रहता है. Philosophically seen, Vedanta दृष्टिया seen, wherever there is Advaita, they will have to fight only. Only way to avoid the Yuddha and Nashana is to discover the Adhisthana Advaita Tattva. May this sink into our hearts. So let us continue this 37th Sarga, Janapada Jaya Varnanam. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः. ओम यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणदः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ओम श्री राम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने. ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधि साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद् गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे श्री वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्री योगवासी संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योगवासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराणेतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ते विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ते तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलनपूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्षपुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सङ्कल्पितसत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयाः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्रीराम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मुक्त्यर्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ते स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्माद् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखगनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं। ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कथ्यते कीर्त्यते। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम्। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि गलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम लीलोपाख्याने जनपद जयाजय वर्णनं नाम सप्तत्रिंशः सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। Yesterday up to 18-19 mantras we have seen. And what is the whole topic? Bhayankara Yuddha. Some are killing, some are killed. Why we have to study? To get fed up. Much before entering into any Yuddha, by knowing how terrible it is. Thus, for our own individual self, for the total world also, do such things, extend such prayers that never the yuddhas happen. And the other day we have discussed, when our goal is Bhautika Jagat, the materialistic world, of whatever type, definitely the yuddha will happen because thing remaining one, many people want it. Definitely, might is right, whoever is mighty, they'll defeat the other ones and grab it. And from them, other ones will grab it after some time, they becoming mighty. When it comes to inner Adhyatmika Lakshya, everyone can get it, and it is infinite, and it is permanent. Therefore, there is no quarrel at all. I hope this clicks, at least to you and I who are studying the Sanatana Dharma Shastras. And then we do our inner journey. Think about it. Okay. Now, Dasharanaha Pasha Nirmukta Shrunkhala Jala Bhiravaha Nilina Rakta Jambale Vaita Sastimayo Yatha. So, these Dasharna people, Dasharnaha, when the enemies were hitting them, Pasha Nirmukta Shrunkhala Jala Bhiravaha. From the Pasha, when so many Shrunkalas and Jalas and arrows were shot by the opposite enemies, Rakta Jamvale Nilinaha Vaita Sastimayo Yatha. Like the fishes go inside the water to hide, they were hiding in those pool of the blood, acting as if they are dead, etc. So that the enemies think it's died, they run away, they go away to further place. So that is one scene. अपने आप के जान बचाने को people acting like dead, falling in that blood pool. गुर्जरानेकनाशेन गुर्जरीकेशलुण्ठनं विहितं तं गण उत्तुंग उत्तुंगन असिशंकुशतैरणे. So Tungana Deshiyas, they have the Asi, the swords, Shankushataihi, hundreds of the that Trishulas, etc. in that Rana, they were fighting and finishing these Gurjaras. Gurjara Anika Nasha. Anika means Sainya. So that Gurjara Sainya was finished by Tungana Sainya. Then Gurjari Keshaluntanam. Then what they were doing as a humiliation, they are cutting their Kesha. Those days, some of these things were there as the celebrations of the victories. Dwaja Pata ko ukhad dena, apna Dwaja fairana, and all these Kesha Luntanam, etc. So these Tungana people have this way defeated, humiliated Gurjara Deshastas. The Yuddha happening that way, 2 to 3 people. How they have planned, we don't know. But somehow this is happening. कहा होगा कि आप हमारे तरफ हो तो आपको उस सैन्य के उन सीजे लोगों से युद्ध करना है, फिनिश करना है. They have planned that way. So that was happening. So each one will start fighting, fight to the extent they are capable. After some time, inevitably, one group becomes overpowering the other. Very rare cases, युद्ध goes on for a long time, wherein both of them perish. नहीं तो एक का जीत एक का हार होता है. Isn't it? Here, next one. शिचुः शस्त्रकौर्णौघात् बिन्दुभ्यो निगडा गुहान् शरधारावनानीव वीरहेति प्रभाम्बुदाः. So, Nigadaha, Nigada Deshiyas. What are they doing? Guhan. To the Guhadeshiya people, Sishichuhu, they were raining. What? Shastra, Karna, Oghat. From that Shastra up to the ears, having pulled the arrows, they are shooting. The arrows were Sharadhara. When that Sharadhara was falling on them, it is like Vanani iva Viraheti. Prabha Ambudaha. Ambudaha, the clouds, Vanani, the forest. As the huge clouds while raining, how they rain on the forest, etc., and drench them. These arrows of Nigada were that way drenching the Guha people with their arrows, obviously getting you know killed, etc. etc. Then Bhushundi Mandalodhyota Shamartottabhireshu Abhireshu Araya Petur Gogana Hariteshu Iva Bhirushu Abhireshu. The Abhira people came. Sometimes they fought Bhiruhu, then they got frightened. And yet the enemies, Arayaha, Petuhu, they shot arrows at them, the various weapons. What are they? Bhushundi Mandala Udyota. So Bhushundi Ityadi Ayudhas, when they were shooting, uh, that was Bhushundi Mandala Udyota Shyamartha Attavirshu. When those Ayudhas were used, the sun was covered, it appeared to be darkness. Then these Abhira people, seeing the darkness, where to run away, how to hide, they were running. Okay? Gogana Hariteshu Iva. Example given was ki when uh, cows and all of them graze in the grass, when the zund of tigers, lions, when they attack, how they run away, the cows or deers. In that way, these Bhira Abhira people ran away from the enemies when they were using the Bhushundadi Astras. Bhushundi Mandala Udyota Shama Artha Utta Bhirushu Abhireshu Arayaha Peturu Gogana Hariteshu Iva. Goganas were having the grass grazing. When one shouts at them or shoots anything, weapons or tigers, anything attack, as they ran away, these people were running. Then Kanta Kanchana Kantasit Tamra Sangrama Vahini Bhukta Gauda Bhatena Anga Nakikesha Nikarshanahi. See, Anga Vasishtha ji addressing Rama is, oh Rama, sun rahe ho na? So, this Tamra named Sainya. They are the one group of the Yavanas. They came how? Kanta, Kanchana, Kanta Asit. They brought lot of Kanchana, golden things. Kanta also they brought in that Sangrama Vahini. पागल लोग थे वो. Then these Gauda Bhattas, so powerful, they defeated these Yavanas, Tamra named, then Bhukta, all the golden ornaments, all the valuables, everything they took away into their kabja, into their possession they took. See, Kanta Kanchana Kanta Sit, Tamra Sangrama Vahini. So how was the Tamra Sangrama Vahini? Kanta Kanchana Kanta. What happened to them? Bhukta, taken away and enjoyed. By whom? Gauda Bhatena. हे अंग रामा नख केश निकर्षण ही, मार पीट के उनको बाल से खींचकर लेके गए. These Tamra people were kidnapped or taken away by these Gauda Deshiyas. दिख रहा है वो सारा to Vasishtha ji with his what you call Divya Drishti. Very, that is why Gahana Karmano Gati. With what sankalpas made out of our ignorance, we end up in which type of place, for what yuddha, for what sort of quarrels, clashes, and what consequences we go through. Don't know, भयंकर है वो. है ना, सोचा ही नहीं हम. अब तू सोचने की जरूरत नहीं, ऐसा नहीं सोचेगा तू और कुछ सोचेगा, उसका कॉन्सिक्वेंस यही होता है. Isn't it? Like the most safest place on the earth to live is Dubai, UAE. ऐसे सोच के from all over the world the people have gone, started their businesses, settled. Indians तो लाखों लाखों में 1 crore Indians are there in that belt. No, you can't expect always the peace there. Now you see the Iran's attack so much that Whether the Dubai will again rebuild itself or not, we don't know. For the main reason that these yuddhas will relapse, people realize they won't go, they won't invest, isn't it? अकल एक बार पता चल जाता है, अकल में आ जाता है, तो people won't go do ना that much again and again. अब प्रत्यक्ष रूपेण we are seeing it. So better to have only adhyatmika thoughts for us and also to the world. Safest, best. Again, the same prayer. Hope it clicks to us very soon. Next, Ranena Ganaya Sankhya Kavachakra Nikruntanaihi Tam Gana Kanashaha Kirnaha Kanka Grudreshu Bhasakaihi. So, these Ranena Tangana Desha people, they had powerful kavachas which can be even used to powder even the mountains. But with that arrogance they came. They didn't estimate the opposite people called as Bhasa Deshiyas, the Sainya. They were so powerful. They broke away all their chakras, etc., and finished them and threw all those bodies in those nearby shmashanas where the vultures, etc., were eating them. So, Ranena Ganaya, Rane Naganaya Asankhya Kavat Chakrani Kuruntanai. Tanganaha. What happened to these Tanganas? Kanashaha Kirnaha. Kanashaha Kirna मतलब टुकड़े टुकड़े कड़कड़ बना दिया उनको. Who? Bhasakas. And did what? Kanka Grudresh. Wherever the Kanka Grudra Bhatashena Bhasa Balluka Barhinaha. These are the various Mamsa eating Pashu and Pakshi. They move more in the Smashanas, etc. So they need not be thrown into Smashana. When they are killed, the place itself becomes that. These animals were preying upon. These Tangana people who came with all Chakraidas. But Bhasas were more powerful. And they know this Iran's new weapon of Israel and America को वो चूर कर दिया चकना. Is it what? They drop one missile, but in that 20 bombs are there, which get disintegrated and they fall different place. ये बुद्धुओं को सब पता नहीं था. एक डाला तो एक ही फटेगा. इनका ऐसा नहीं, एक डालो तो 20 फट रहा है. Isn't it? Then how many things you shoot again to neutralize them? बताओ. है ना? To neutralize one missile, 3 or 4 you are using. जल्दी तुम्हारे खत्म हो जाएंगे. So this is how, with all our intelligence and intelligentsia, still we can't estimate every time anybody, and we cannot, should not underestimate also anyone. We should never fight with anyone first of all. बहुत भयंकर है भैया इस दुनिया को देखते हो तो. And right now this is a picture. After a week, what turn it will take, we don't know. The more it gets prolonged, the more the destruction will happen, which will harm not only those 3 countries, but it will influence the entire world. And of course, in every of the country, total world, time and again, wise people will come up again. They will give guidance. Slowly again, things will settle. That is there anyway beautiful. बट फिर से कोई बेवकूफ आएगा, फिर से लड़ेंगे. ओके. सी रणेन गणया असंख्य कवत चक्र निकृंत नहीं तम गणाः कणशः कीर्णाः कंकगृद्रेशो वैहोम भासक. नेक्स्ट. लगुडा लोडनोड्डीनम गौडम गुडुगुडारवम श्रुत्वा गांधारगावोग्रे दुद्रुवुर्द्रविडा इव. गौड़ पीपल, they have the laguda yuddha. They have the डंडे के साथ युद्ध करने वाला कैपेसिटी. With that danda, they were doing yuddha that was making such a terrible gudu 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 sound. Listening to that, the people who came to fight with them, the Gandharas and Dravidas, they ran away like the cows only. Shrutva Gandhara Gavaha. The Gandhara people like the cows only, and Dravida people also. Dudruvur, they ran away. Mean they were ferocious in using those weapons of the lakdi danda. So lagudaha lodanodinam gaudam. So लगुड़ते युद्ध करते इसलिए उनको गौड़ कहा होगा. We don't know why the name came. गौड़देशिया means the Bengal people. उनको गौड़ देश कहते हैं. और भगवान आदि शंकरास गुरु, it's Guru, Parama Guru, the one who has given us the Karikas of Mandukya and so many texts. He is from that place only. Gaudapada. है ना? Govindapada and Gaudapada. Gaudapadacharya is from that side. So Laguda Alodana Uddinam Gaudam Guruguda Ravam Shutva Gandhar Gavaha Agre Dudruvur Dravida Iva. द्रविड़ लोग दौड़ रहे थे, उनको देखकर even Gandhara was also running away. They could not face. है ना? This is how the Yuddha. See who is fighting with whom, with what weapons, and how they are beaten, and who is beaten, and who is defeated, and how they are running or hiding or getting killed. All this Varnana going on, we are trying to say in the language known to us. Next, Akashagarnava Prakhyo Vahachaka Kadambakaha Akarot Parasikanam Ghanavai Naishatamo Brahmam. So, Shaka Kadambakaha, the Shaka Deshiyas, when they were coming into the Yuddha, coming down from this mountain side, because they are from that side. They are in black color, they may be wearing the black dress. So, it was appearing like that the Samudra from the Akasha coming down. आकाश समुद्र आकाशग अर्णव प्रख्या, आकाश से नीचे उतरने वाला समुद्र के समान वहत द वाहिनी वाज कमिंग. कौन सा? शक कदम्ब कहा, शक पीपल. सीइंग दैट हु वर देयर फेसिंग देम, पारसी का नाम, द पर्शियन पीपल. पारसी लोग तब से है वहां. तो अकरोत पारसी का नाम घन नैशतमो ब्रह्मम. द पारसी पीपल हु आर white in color and white in dress, seeing that they thought a darkness is there only, pitch darkness, it appeared to them, and they were frightened only seeing that terrible blackish सेना coming from there. तो फिर युद्ध हुआ होगा, उन्होंने इनको पिटाई कर दी होगी. But seeing that पहाड़ से उतरते हुए, when that black सेना coming, not new to you. When you see some of the Hollywood movies or Indian movies also, they can. To nowadays, so thousands are there through AI generation, artificial ones, such things. You yourself also can generate a Bhayankara Bhikara Yuddha. You can think as you want and project. But there it was like that. Akashaga Arnava Prakyaha Vahat Shakkakadam Bakaha Akarot Parasikanam Ghana Naishatamo Brahmam Ghana Naishatamaha Ghana Andakara Ratri के तरह लगा पारसिकों को. And they were blinded or blindfolded by the time they opened the eyes. Maybe those people have even come and attacked also. Next one is Mandarahana Nodina Swachakshirarnavodare Vananiva Ayudhanyasan Shatrupraleya Sanone. So, Mandara Ahana na Uddina Swachakshirarnavodare Vananiva Ayudhani. When the Ayudhas were moved, removed, for the sake of Yuddha, the swords, etc. Their movement was like what? The Mantarachala Parvata, which is used and moved in that Mahabhayankara Ksheerasagar Mathana time. So the Ksheerasagar Mathana में Ksheerasagar में Mantarachala Parvat घुमाने से किस तरह का दृश्य था? वो वाला दृश्य. Here, when the Ayudhas were used by all senas now in general. Okay? Mandarahana Uddina Satchakshira Arnava Udare. Then Vananiva Ayudhani Asan Shatru Pralaya Sanuni. So the Ayudhas, when they were used like that, the whole scene was appearing like the snow-clad mountains. Snow-clad mountains. Why? Because the Ayudhas were sharp, made of those material metal which were either reflecting the sun or any of the light. So when you go to that Himalaya Parvatas during a particular time of the day, when the sunlight falls, the reflection into your eyes, you get blinded only. We have enjoyed that during Kailas Yatra time. So the Ayudhas used was appearing like the Himavat Parvatas, and their movement is appearing like Mandarachala mountain churned in the ocean, Milky Ocean. Next, Yadambudhairivodinam Shastravrundair Navongane Tadrustavichivalanair Lolaihi Plutamivarnave. Again, Yad Ambudaihi va Uddinam Shastravrundair Navo Angane. Navangane in the Akash ke Angane mein Shastravrandai with the beings with the Shastras in their hand and Uddinam when they are moving it. Tad Drushta Vichi Vallanair Lolaihi Plutamivarnava. So at that time the Akasha is like an ocean and all these Ayudas are appearing like the Tarangas. Tat Drushta Vichi Vallanair Lolaihi Plutamiva Arnave. आप देखोगे भयंकर लहर इतने सारे समुद्र में दिखते. So Akasha is a samudra. Various arrows and weapons are like the leher that was seen in another angle. So Vasishtha ji is trying to capture Yuddha from various angles, trying to capture kya. He has captured everything. He is putting in front of us. The as much as we can understand and which he is seeing necessary. So yad ambudaihi iva uddinam shastravrundair navongane. Like the clouds in the Akasha, the Ayudhas, and the Akasha appearing ocean, Ayudhas like the waves. Next, Shatachandram Sitachatraihi Sharaihi Shalava Nirvaram Shaktivihi Kila Nirandram Drushtam Akasha Kananam. Oh, Bapre! Akasha Kananam Drushtam. The Akasha Kanana forest was looking at that time like what? Shatachandram Sitachatrai. When Chatras, hundreds of them are flying in the Akasha, it was appearing like hundreds of the moons that are there. ऊपर ऊपर उड़ रहे थे छत्र. छत्र is gold color में होता है ना, छाता of the kings. So with the arrow shoot, they fly in the sky. सैकड़ों they are like the hundreds of moons. You know, sometimes when the parachute festival is done, hundreds of parachutes you see on the sky, they appear. Or gubbare या पतंग है ना, उनको जब उड़ाते हो, you can see as if hundreds, you can imagine. बहुत बार होता है. ये जापान वाले, चाइना वाले, every year they do. Thousands and thousands of gubbara. Or kite, so big kite they have. We have chota chota. That looks like so many stars or moons. Here, the Chatras were appearing like hundreds of moons. Then, Sharaihi Shalabha Nirvaram, the number of the arrows that are seen in the sky, making it a scene appear like Shalabha, the jhund and jhund of moths running or flying from one place to other. So, Hazaro Lakho arrows like the moths, hundreds of the Chatra like the full moons. Third, Shakti Vihikila. The Shakti Ayudas, when they were used or flying in the sky, Akasha was Nirandram. Means Akasha is covered so much that it was not seen. Like when the dense clouds are there, the above Akasha you can't see. That time the Akasha is called Nirandra. मतलब कोई रंध्र भी नहीं है आकाश दिखने के लिए. That you see during daytime, during the rainy season, that the sun rays are not piercing through the clouds and coming onto the earth. So that time Akasha made Nirandra because of the clouds. So the Shakti Ayudhas make the Akasha Nirandra, the arrows appearing like the moths, and the Chatras are flying like the Shatachandra. Shatachandram Siddhachatraihi Sharai Shalabhanirvaram Shakti Vikila Nirandram दृष्टम आकाश कानन. ऐसा आकाश को देखो, ऐसा दिख रहा है. Now this is, we are seeing one after the other shloka, but it's up simultaneously over. I also can tell one after the other only, but you, while listening, you can simultaneously make a picture. Then Veera Samakranda Karinah Kekayaihi Krutaha Kankaihi Kankakulakranta Vyomodholitamastakah. So, so Kekayaihi Krutaha, by the Kanka. The Kanka people were fighting with Kekaya. And these Kanka people have the Ayudas also are Kanka. When they were beating red and blue, this Kekaya, Virasa Samakranda Karina. So they were doing the Akrandana of Yuddha, but they were defeated now, being killed. They were making the killed sound, not killer wala. Matlab Marana ka Akrandan they were having. Then Kankakula Akranta Vyomodhulita Mastaka. Oh, their mastakas were flying like the dhuli in the Vyoma. At that time, these people are making so much of the sound. Who are they? Kekayas. Killed by whom? Kanka people. With what? Astras? Kanka again. The whole Akasha was filled with the sound of the Kekayas, the Artanada Dhvani in one direction. एक एक जगह पे ऐसे युद्ध का सीन चल रहा है. भयंकर आर्तनाद they are making while their heads are flying in the sky, the Kekayas. So, what do you mean by that? The Kanka people are defeating Kekayas. That's not end of it. Kekayas will be defeated by some, Kanka will be defeated by someone. और आके उसको इस तरह फाइनली कौन बचेगा विल सी एट द एंड. देन किरात सैन्य कन्यानाम कामम कलकलारवैः अंगैरसंगतां नीत्वा भैरवैरिगर्जितम्. So the Angaihi, the Angadesha people fought with this Kirata Sainya. They defeated them, and whoever the Kanyas they were there, they kidnapped them and making the Bhairava Kalakala Rava. You know that Attahasa, the Bhayankara Shabda sound of victory over these Kiratas and looting, plundering, kidnapping their people, etc. So this was another scene. So Kirata Sainya Kanyanam कलकलारवैः अंगैः असंगताम नीत्वा भैर वैरी का गर्जितम. तो भैरव शब्द से गर्जना दे आर डूइंग अ विक्ट्री. दीज अंग पीपल हैविंग फिनिश्ड किरातास एंड टेकिंग अवे देयर पीपल. नेक्स्ट काशैस्तद्देह काह क्रांताः अदृश्यैर्मायया खगैः निर्धूतपक्षैः क्षुभितैः पवनैरिव पांसवः. काशैः, the Kashadeshi people, whom they are fighting with, Taddeha Kaha. Taddeha is the Desha. With that people they were fighting. How? Krantaha Adrushyair Mayaya Kagai. These Kashadesha people know the Maya. So with Maya they became the Pakshi, Khagarupa. And then they were with their wings raising up so much of the dust and making these Taddehaga people blindfolded, and thus they were made to run away or get defeated. So, Niddhuta Pakshaihi Kshubitaihi Pavanairiva Pamsavaha. When the big winds come as the dust rises up, so too with their wind blow of their own wings, having become Pakshis, these Kasha people were defeating Taddehaka people. Either it can be they have taken the Pakshi Rupa or they learned the art of flying in the sky, some siddhis and fighting. You know, in some of the yuddhas, the martial arts, 3 feet, 4 feet, jumping and long jumping, they all are seen. No? In all Chinese martial art moves, you see nowadays they fly in the sky only. पूरा हवा में उड़कर लड़ने वाले ही युद्ध सब उनका होता है. So maybe that type of yuddha, these Kasha Deshiyas have learned. Then Taddehaka people were that way defeated by them. Next और क्या हुआ? उन्मत्ता सुविनिर्धूता त्यक्त हे तिरणाम्बराः narmada narma nirma tru nandrutur jahasur jaguho. So these narmada people who have come from the narmada desha, unmattaha, in an unmattata of the yuddha, because they are so powerful. What they did, unmattaha, so vinirdhutaha, with extreme anger, tyakta heti ranambaraha, shooting the heti ityadi ayudhas, which they know in that yuddha. Then nandrutur jahasur jaguhu, they, having used their weapons, started dancing, started laughing, and started congratulating each other. So in brackets you can add means whomever the enemies they are fighting with, they were defeated by them with their weapons, etc. So this is how the नारबदा people पागलों की तरह आयुधों को फेंक कर हंस रहे हैं, चिल्ला रहे हैं, नाच रहे हैं कि हम जीत गए करके। उन्मत्ताः सुविनिर्धूताः त्यक्तहेतिरणाम्बराः नार्मदा नर्मनिर्मातृ ननृतुर जहसुर जगुः. Nanrutu dance, Jahasu Hasna, Jaguhu, they were singing, shouting. Then Prakwanat Kinkini Jalam, Shakti Varshamupagatam, Salva Bana Anila Udbhutam, Agamat Purushat Akrutihi. Mapre. Here it is said, the Shalva people, when they used their ayudas, the enemies, various ayuda, whatever they were made into pieces while it was happening. Those getting broken, the ayudas are making variety of the sounds. So prakvanat, matlab kwana kwana shabd karte हुए, kinkini jalam, the arrows of the opposition people, Shakti Varsham Upagatam, were made into pieces by the Shaktipata done by Salva. So Salva Bana Anila Udbhutam Agamat Purushad Akriti. तो सालवों के बाणों से निकला हुआ बाण इत्यादि शक्ति इत्यादि of the enemies, the arrows were made into pieces only. That's how these salvas were winning their war at another side. See the coincidence that we are reading this text here, and last 5-6 years mainly throughout the world there's continuously small or big wars are going on, है ना. कोई कुछ टाइम के लिए सबसाइड होते हैं फिर से, है ना. द इंडिया अमेरिका, अब सॉरी पाकिस्तान वाला, वेदर इट इज द पहलगांव के कारण ऑपरेशन सिंदूर हो या कारगिल के बाद वाला हो, चल रहा है वो. सो टू द इंडिया चाइना फॉर सम टाइम इन दैट गालवन में कहीं ना कहीं तो हो ही रहा है. nowadays day by day growing the Pakistan Afghanistan war, and those wars in 80s for 8 years between Iran and Iraq, we remember all of that. कितना डर लगता था उन दिन, ईरान इराक का युद्ध फिर से करके. Then the last 3.5 years, the Russia and Ukraine war, रुक ही नहीं रहा वो. 3 साल हो गया. Then recently, when these people from Gaza and all attacked Israel on 7th October last year, almost 1.5 साल हो गया. रुक ही नहीं रहा तब से लेकर. See the destruction that place, isn't it? And the latest war, America Israel with Iran, it was just 15 दिन पहले, it was so peaceful, क्या सब ठीक ठाक. इन 15 दिन so much of destruction. तो हमारे आंखों के सामने भी दिख रहा है और ग्रंथ में हम पढ़ रहे हैं. In this way, one or two mystical thoughts I will share with you. One, in this way, at this very same time in the cosmos, in many of the Brahmandas, planets, solar systems, wherever the avidya janita, dvaita is seen, some or the other wars are going on at the macro level. In the micro level also, we don't know, but how many cells are fighting with each other for their survival, we don't know. How many colonies and colonies of ants fighting with the other group of ants? We don't know. In the big forest like the Amazon and all, to protect their own area from the encroachment. How many one type of animals are fighting with other ones? We don't know. भालू भालू लड़ रहे होंगे, बंदर बंदर लड़ रहे होंगे, शेर शेर लड़ रहे होंगे, हाथी हाथी लड़ रहे होंगे अपना जगह बचाने को. Isn't it? So too, the hippopotamus will fight, the rhinos will fight, jackals will fight, even birds too. Wherever the Ajnana Dvaita is there, युद्ध चलता ही रहता है. Not peaceful at all. Ajnana Dvaita Yuddha. Like at this very time, how many families may the wife and husband must be fighting? Parents, children must be. We don't know. चलता है वो. अज्ञान से क्या होता है देखो इस दुनिया में एक आइडिया. What is our goal? That's how to avoid this quarrel and bring peace. Somebody preached values. Somebody preached non-violence. Somebody preached the love. Somebody preached the knowledge and wisdom. See, everyone tried, the Mahatmas who came. Our rishis have taught the Brahma Vidya, which is ultimate. Sarvam Brahmamayam, Adhisthana Brahma. Other than that, everything is Kalpita. Don't take it seriously. Then there is no quarrel. And in this Adhisthana Brahma search, has so beautifully that thought came and we shared in the common sense thought. Yesterday, I very vividly remember that in the pursuit of the Atman, the Brahman, voluntarily only we give up everything, including our own Deha, the Upadhi. Not that we are grabbing others' properties. जिसको जिज्ञासा है ब्रह्म तत्व का और सारा प्रॉपर्टी खुद ही बच्चों को भाइयों को दे देगा वो. He just gives up his identity attachment with everybody. He just goes into jungle. See, hope you caught what is the example given and what is the thought conveyed. Thought conveyed is in the Brahma Vidya pursuit, all quarrels end. Example, those who are pursuing that, voluntarily only they give up everything. And where is the fighting there? मैं खुद ही सब दे रहा हूं तो युद्ध कहाँ होगा. जब मैं मेरा पकड़ के रखकर आपका भी लूटूंगा तो then you fight with me or I'll fight with you. But when I myself am giving all to you or to anyone, nothing I am possessing, how can there be the war? भौतिक जगत में, मेटेरियलिस्टिक वर्ल्ड में, इगोइस्टिक एटीट्यूड में, उपाधि तादात्म्य में ही there is always तू मैं लड़ाई goes on. Not in the spirituality. Okay. Next शैव्यास्तु खंडिताः कौन्तैर् भ्रमत्कुन्तैर्विघटिताः शवीभूता दिवं नीता दृष्टा विद्याधरा इव. So शैव्याः tu khanditaha. The Shaivya Deshiya Swar Khandita, cut into pieces. Kauntaihi, people coming from the Kunta Desha. Brahmat Kuntair Vighattitaha. They are the Kuntaidas doing the Brahmana Yuddha of these Kuntaida. मतलब Kuntaidon को घुमा घुमाते हुए these Kauntas have beaten the Shaivyaha. These Shaivyaswar Khanditaha, made into pieces. Shavibhutaha, becoming the Shavas, Divam Nitaha, were taken into the Diloka, Dusta, when they were that way taken. Vidyadhara Iva, they took the Vidyadhara form and they were taken into Vidyadhara Lokas. The Shaivya people, having got killed in the Yuddha, they were taken to the Vidyadhara Lok. They must be otherwise well educated and all. But here the war, for whatever the reason, became inevitable. They came and they got defeated by the Kauntas. Okay. Next, Dhara Dharminya, Dhara Dharminya, Dhiraya Hina Senaya, Luntitaha Pandunagaraha, Chalanolla Samatrataha. So this Dharadhara Dharminya, Dhiraya Ahina Senaya. This Ahina Nagara Sena was Dhira Sena. They add the entire power of all sorts with them. Then they went, attacked home Pandu Nagaraha. People who have come for Pandu. And what they did? Luntitaha. Pandu Nagaraha Luntitaha. Chalana Ullasa Matrata. Like a highly experienced football team of a country who are again and again either winning the World Cup or at least entering into finals, semi-finals. वो लोग अगर अभी अभी फुटबॉल सीखने वाले देश से खेलेंगे तो कैसा होगा? हाउ विल बी द फुटबॉल गेम? है ना? दे गिव द वेरियस डिटेल्स, द पोजीशन of the ball. 98% in his their position, only 2% with others. Then attacking the net too. Anna? 85% and only 15%. Then number of goals in that 90 minutes match. 90 and inka goal zero. Because always the ball is here only. तुरंत वो लोग छीनेंगे and they go and then goal going on. No need of even the penalty corners because their experience is so much. Or in any cricket, those are the World Cup winners and all, fighting with a small emerging country. Isn't it 20 ओवर में 5 ओवर में ऑल आउट करके 2 ओवर में मार दें? द अदर मैच वनडे क्रिकेट में कितना 6-4 महीने पहले some small countries are playing. One team got all out for 3 runs. 3 runs में ऑल आउट, इनमें 2 रन वाइड था. अदर गेम 2 बॉल में मैच हो गया. In this way, why I give examples is, ये अहीन सेना was so powerful that खेल खेल में वो लोग पांडु नगर लोगों को ऐसा हरा दिए जैसा दिस फुटबॉल और क्रिकेट एग्जाम्पल आई गिव. दैट इज द मीनिंग. धराधर धर्मिण्या धीरया अहीन सेनया लुंठिताः पांडुनगराः चलन उल्लास मात्रता. उल्लास में आराम से बातों बातों में खेल खेल में ही उनको फिनिश कर दी. So they were no way competent at all in front of them. Ullasama. Like some people suddenly rise into the boxing, etc. अब आजकल थोड़ा कम हो गया शायद. But those days you see 40, 41, 45 matches, knockout matches only. In some of them also half minute में इसने मार दो गिर ही गया वो. Isn't it? I don't know the names of them, but रेसलिंग में भी बस फर्स्ट राउंड में इतना फटक दिया कि अब उठा नहीं वो. Everywhere it happens. The chess game, etc. Also, when the highly experienced people or wise people they come, a checkmate in few steps हो गया वो. है ना? The other day, the other कल पर that once upon a time the great champs of chess, the Kasparovs and all, these fellow, the Magnus wala, the recent champion, he was only 18 years. He was playing with the Kasparov, and the Kasparov was thinking what next step to put. The child got 8 years, got bored, and got up and went to see the other matches. छोटा बच्चा हो. And those people, they themselves were champs at that time. The deep thoughts were defeated by them and all. So idea is what? This is how some people are overwhelmingly powerful over others that in minimum efforts finish. Here one example. Where the Ahina Sena, so powerful, never it took much time for them to finish the Pandu Nagaras. है ना? युद्ध में. नेक्स्ट वन. तम देहकाः पांचनदैर दलिता मत्तकाशिभिः कुंत दंत द्रुमोद्धाम नगा इव मतंगजैः. See, kunta danta druma uddama naga iva matangaja. When the elephants are so much in intoxication and anger and all, how they break the trees in the forest. वो दृश्य देखने को डर लगे. एक हाथी ही पूरा 100 पेड़. Now imagine 100 elephants are there. Whole forest will go away. In this way, tam dehakaha, Panchanadaihi, the Panchanada Desha people, have finished this Tamdehaka people, like the elephants breaking away all the trees in the forest. That much powerful there. More they were maybe looking like hefty elephant-like people. Each desha, because of their tropical region or genes or the food type, they are in different physical sizes. See the Russians, oh, 6 footer, sawa 6. Also, I mean, Japanese, you see them, 6 feet, 5.5 feet है तो वही the tallest. Chinese also very small. वो लोग इसलिए बॉर्डर में डरते इंडियंस से. But India intelligent in the borders, they deploy all these regiments, Punjab regiments, whatever. They are so hefty. ये छोटे. So they must be like the elephant sized. Finished these people. Tam Deyakaswar finished by Panchan other people. Okay. Like the elephants finishing the trees. Then the next one. Brahmavatsanakani paihi chakraihi krutta gata mahima sahayaha krakachotkrutta vrukshaha kusumita iva. So, mm, Brahma avat Sanakaha, the Sanaka Desha people were fighting with Nipa Deshiyas. The Nipa Deshiyas have got the terrible Ayudas of Chakra, etc. With the Chakra Ayudas, when they were fighting, these Sanaka people were cut and were falling like the vrukshas full of kusuma. Matlab well flowered, well leaved trees when they are cut from the bottom as they fall. टूटा हुआ पेड़ गिरता है ना, उस तरह the Sanaka people were made to fall by the Nipa people using their ayudas of chakra along with their various, what do you call, the vehicles, sahayaha, अपने घोड़ों के साथ. तो सनकाः सहायाः नीपैः चक्रैः कृत्तागता महीम वृक्षाः कुसुमिता इव उत्कृताः. Falling on the ground like the trees fallen, or these Sanaka people along with their horses used or the attacked by this Nipa people with their chakraitas. That's the thing. In the same way, Shvetakakananam lunam kutarair jatareritaihi etad dadaha parshvasto bhadreshah sharavahmina. Then the Jatara Deshiya people had the Kutara Ayudas. They finished the Shvetakamaka people, Shvetakaya people, Shvetakaya Deshastas. Then the Bhadresha people came and finished this Jatara Deshiyas. ये लोग उनको फिनिश करते ही the third group came and finished these people. That's what it's going on for some more time. और एक दिन हम देखते हैं कल हो जाएगा ये. Then it continues. Different things we are studying, we are chanting. A picture is made in our mind once for all. Such informations always are good for us to contemplate and decide. Therefore, what we have to pursue. Dhire dhire, we have to reduce our materialistic pursuits, which is so good any day, and intensify the spiritual pursuit. To understand only this one point, that all this description. No? Only this. See that parents, when they have property and not yet distributed to the children, how much the children become angry, cranky with the parents. वो गधे लोग कुछ किए नहीं. The parents have earned all with all their hard work, but they want it. And the stupid quotation they give are, the parents' property should belong to the children according to the law and all. अरे तो मरने के बाद, or if they write a will, but the children, and उनमें से भी, if the parents are giving little money more to the younger son because उनकी बेटी की शादी है, these fellow already making the accounts. How you gave him more, give to me also. See the dushtata of the people for the sake of money, property, isn't it? That's why don't earn too much. जितना चाहे उतना करो, बच्चों को हाउ टू अर्न टीच करो, तो फ्री हो जाओ. हाँ, every Story doesn't come out into the news, but wherever there is money, property, materialism, definitely there will be quarrels. Definitely, 100%. Sometimes the quarrel may not come into the picture, but within the minds there will be fight. How many times the elder daughter-in-law must have told that elder son, जाके तो अपने पापा से कहो अपना प्रॉपर्टी अपना दे दे करके. And this fellow, you cannot ask the parent like that. And दोनों के बीच में मरता ही रहता हो. And smiles outside with suit boot coat in a party. And his dukkha only he knows. Isn't it? And if the elder daughter-in-law has got good dress one day in a program, oh no, then the younger one will, ये सासू माँ ने दिया होगा वो मेरे को नहीं देती चुप के. And this सासू is worried कि none of them listen to her. Materialism, property, between the children, the parents, brothers, sisters. क्या दुनिया में भयंकर. That's why our Rishi Munis of the yore were so intelligent. They said just जीने को जो चाहिए वो खाए, बाकी be in the self, that's it. Wow. This is the highest wisdom. To learn that all this. Sarvam Sri Ramarpanam Om Purnamadah Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. What a patient listening you had. Thank you very much, friends. Let us study our Vakyavritti Lagu.